True, nervous. Very, very dreadfully nervous he had been and is. But why will you say that he's mad? The disease had sharpened his senses, not destroyed, not dulled them. Above all was the sense of hearing acute. He heard all things in heaven and on earth. He heard many things in hell. How is he mad? Hearken and observe how healthily, how calmly I can tell you the whole story.
I love the old man. He has never wronged me. He has never given me insult. For his gold, I have no desire. I think it is his eye. Yes, it is this. He has the eye of a vulture, a pale blue eye, with a film over it. Whenever it falls upon me, my blood runs cold, and so by degrees, very gradually, I made up my mind to take the life of the old man, and thus rid myself of the eye forever.
Now this is the point. I think he's mad. Madmen know nothing. But you should have seen him. You should have seen how clumsily he proceeded, with what caution, with what foresight, with what dissimulation he went to work. He said he was never kinder to the old man than during the whole week before he killed him.
And the night, about midnight, I turned the latch of the door and opened it. Oh, so gently. And then, when I had made an opening sufficient for my head, I put in a dark lantern, all closed, and that no light shone out, and then I thrust in my head. Oh, you would have laughed to see how cunningly I thrust it in. I moved it slowly, so that I may not disturb the old man's sleep. Ha! How wise a madman as me!
He thinks killing the evil eyes all day. However, when getting close to the old man, he finds it may be impossible to finish the plan. He feels that vulture, like eye, understands everything. He looks in upon him while the old man is sleeping.
A watch's minute hand moves more quickly than does mine. Never before the night have I felt the extent of my own powers. I can scarcely contain my feelings of triumph. To think that there I am, opening the door, little by little, and he not even to dream of my secret deeds or thoughts.
Now you may think that he draws back, but no, the room was as black as pitch with the thick darkness. And so he knows that the evil eye is unable to see the opening of the door, and he keeps pushing it on steadily. When his thumb slips upon the tin fastening, and the old man springs up in bed, crying out, "Who's there?"
Hearing that, I keep quite still and saying nothing. For a whole hour, I do not move a muscle, and in the meantime, I do not hear him lying down. He is still sitting up in the bed, listening, and I feel that the sounds of death knocking the door. I hear a slight groan, and I know it is the groan of mortal terror. It is not a groan of pain or of grief. Oh no! It was the low stifled sound that arises from the bottom of the soul, which overcharged with awe.
I know what the old man feels and pity him, although I chuckle at heart. I know that he has been lying awake ever since the first slight noise. When he was turned in the bed, his fears have been ever since growing upon him. He has been trying to fancy them causeless, but could not. He starts talking to himself.
It is nothing. but the wind in the chimney, it is only a mouse crossing a flower, or it is merely a cricket which has made a single chirp.
Yes, he tries to comfort himself with these suppositions, but he finds all in vain. Death is approaching him step by step. For a while, he drags him to the floor and pulls the heavy bed over him and then smiles gaily to find the deed so far done. But the heart beat on with a muffled sound.
The old man was dead. I removed the bed and examined the corpse. Yes, he was stone dead. I placed my hand upon the heart and held it there many minutes. There was no pulsation. He was stone dead. His eve would trouble me no more.
He takes for the concealment of the body. The night wanes, and he works hastily, but in silence. First of all, he dismembers the corpse. He then takes up 3 planks from the flooring of the chamber and deposits all between the scantlings. He then replaces the boards so cleverly, so cunningly, that no man eye, not even his, can detect anything wrong.
I have been too wary of that. Ha ha!
When he has made an end of these labors, it's 4 o'clock, still dark as midnight. As the bell sounds the hour, here comes a knocking at the street door. He goes down to open it with the light here. There are 2 polices entering who introduce themselves. A shriek has been heard by a neighbor during the night.
Welcome for visiting.
Somebody said later he heard a strange sound in the dead of night. Please let us take a look around.
The shriek, I say, was my own in the dream. The old man I mentioned was absent in the country.
The officers are satisfied. His manner convinces them. He's singularly at ease. They sit and while singing. But for about an hour, he gets pale and wishes them go. His headache strikes him, and a ringing in his ears annoys him. But still, the 2 men sing. The ringing continues and becomes more distinct. He tries to get rid of the feeling.
The terrible sounds gets more and more terrible. But why the 2 men can't feel the noise? They only care for their singing and chatting. Or they have known the murder, having known that I'm the killer. They actually realized that under where I sit is a corpse. There are spies coming to my house. Oh, but I can't bear the torment of that sound. Catch me, here I am. Better Joseph me from the abyss of guilt.
Then the 2 polices takes the slayer out of the house. Suddenly, the corpse's hand cries out.
I'm at a payphone trying to call home. All of my change I spent on you. Where have the times gone, baby? It's all